Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. Um, Welcome to 21 Days to a More Conscious Life. I just ate some lunch and my belly is full. It feels so good. And today's topic is on music. And it's so good to one of the wineries right down the road from where I live. They have some kind of function going on right now and they're playing music down there, so I love the synchronicity with that. And thank you for stopping by. Welcome. So I brought out one of my favorite little musical toys that I bought when I went up to Harbin Hot Springs for a mermaid retreat a few years ago before it burned in the fires. And it was one of the funnest things I've ever done. It was so much fun. I guess that goes, yeah, sound, right? Music, sound. There was one of the gals that was with us, she was a synchronistic swimmer in the Olympics, and she taught us all a little dance to do, and we got in the main pools up there and did a little synchronized swim with mermaid tails on. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. So cool. So anyways, that is where I came with the it's a Kashi music wind chime, and they have them for the 4 elements. So earth, air, water, and fire. And my sun sign is air, so I bought air. So just gonna kind of welcome us in. And I just love it. Might be too busy for the camera. Take a couple deep breaths with me. Relax into our space. You can get these, I got mine on Amazon, but I'm sure there are other places that sell them too. They're really, I think they just make the most beautiful music. And I myself am not a musician, although I have always loved to sing. I sing a lot. I love lyrics, so I don't necessarily hear music like musicians do, but music is something that is very, very, very important in my life. I don't think I ever go more than a day ever without having music on. And the reason why it expands our consciousness is because it taps into higher brain waves and levels of our brain to get us to a higher conscious level. And you know, in that we can tap into our intuition better. We can tap into joy and bliss and happiness, and you know, just higher levels of existence. And you know, in the Bible, and I use that as a reference, you know, there's many different religions, and for me, in kind of my study of many of them, I find that all of them have, you know, similar things and good things that you can extract to help in life. But, you know, after the world was made, you know, then there was sound. So sound is important. It's how we as humans communicate to each other, and how we're alerted a lot of times, you know, if there's an earthquake coming or a train coming or an airplane coming or something like that. Those are all things that we hear by sound. I'm hoping you can hear my creek in the background. The creek in the background. I say my creek, but it's really the creek. So there's many ways that we can raise our energetic level, our vibration, our conscious awareness, our vibe, all of those things through sound, and in particular music. So put on some music and then dance. And two, I think, like, for me, I belong with a magnificent group of people here in Northern California, and they do jams with music, and they're always potlucks. So I think, like, if you get music and you heighten it with people, community, right? Like, so many of us are so connected through social media and that kind of stuff, but we don't necessarily feel connected, like, with touch, human, you know, touch. Touch is so important too. So important for humans. You know, babies don't get touched when they are in the hospital, they die. And I don't think that that really ever goes away from us. I think that we lead a pretty hard existence, you know, where if we don't have touch in our lives on a regular basis. I'll talk about more of that on another day. But so you got community, you got music, you got community. We always typically do places like either in nature or close to nature, you know, somebody's house, or there's a barn jam that happens too. So you've got the barn, and it's like an old rustic barn. Sometimes there's birds in there, sometimes there's bats in there. And a really nice wood fireplace. We get together, and so everybody brings food. So you have music and community and food and nature, and, you know, we dance. It's wonderful. So I think that as we add more elements in, then that can also raise our vibration, which raises our consciousness, and it's easier for us to get information from the divine. It's easier for us to drop into a sense of peace and happiness, bliss, joy, all of those higher vibration feelings, states of being. So, yes, bring in some sound to your life to expand your consciousness. And like yesterday, I think there's a balance, right? We also need quiet. You know, meditation can bring us to quiet, and even just spending time alone. Vacuuming can be a meditation, you know, where you just kind of get in a zone where you can, like, think above the problem. So, and just again here with our, anybody who's interested too, just get that a little bit closer so you can see the name. Blessings. Be well. Love well. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.